literally the most discussed topic in the world right now. I saw the amazing podcast episode that you did with Nick Irving.
Yeah.
Talking about this and going through scenarios and all that stuff.
That was my girl idea.
Yeah, y'all did. Listen, she should get the #1 executive producer credit for that. That was phenomenal. Give me your initial thoughts when the news broke.
Yeah, I figured this was coming. Listen, it's either two things with this Trump situation, right? Or maybe three. One, Trump the ops 2. And the sleight of hand is to make you look like, I can't remember who it was, but it was some Illuminati-esque person that was like, when they need a hero, we will supply him for them. Mm-hmm. So he does do things that is in his own way, and he not down with them, right? But at the same time, when he was in office, he shut the nation down for the COVID shit. When he could have been like, the governor of South Dakota was like, listen, we're not shutting business down.
Right.
But if you're feeling a little feverish, go get yourself checked out.
Yeah.
Right? He pushed Operation Warp Speed. That was him. He had the biggest spending government. That's not conservative. That's overspending in government.
Yeah.
So now I get it. When the money fountains is flowing, people happy. So don't get me wrong, but the question becomes, he really the ops, and this was all part of the play. And this is giving a lot of credit to the deep state.
Yeah.
Right? So that's one option. And they wanted him the whole time. To me, I try to see what the Fed do. If the Fed keep interest rates higher, and then after the election and Trump wins, if they lower them, they wanted Trump to win.
Right.
The money. But then when I go, well, shit, all of these big companies shorted his stock a few days before his potential assassination.
Yeah, like 12 million shares with this one company. They said it was a clerical error.
And yeah, okay.
It was supposed to be 1,200. It ended up being 12 million.
Oops, 12 million instead of 1,200. Okay, right? So to me, there's always that he either the ops or he kind of still influential, but he not all the way in with him. Now, everybody that I've spoken to and listened to, mob dudes from the 80s, was like, we can't get Trump to play. You know that labor union mob shit.
Yeah.
Trump won't play. And he was always around ex-FBI people, so he knew the game.
They said they came to him every way they could, and he just told them eat shit every time.
I'm not fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
Right? And he got enough resources I got security, I got this, I got that. He don't drink, he don't smoke. Even early on, like when people will be like, oh, he on the Trump file. My son said that on my post today too, talking about, we know Trump was in the Epstein shit. I'm like, well, so was all of the entertainers that you fuck with, and so was Hillary, so was Obama. And just because you flew on a plane and went somewhere does not mean that you had intricate knowledge of the goofy shit that Epstein was doing.
Yeah, what was going on behind closed doors and shit.
And in the late 80s, early 90s, Trump was like, yo, this dude Epstein's no longer involved or allowed in any of my country clubs. That part of the story don't get told. And again, it's not me tap dancing for Trump. I want y'all to tell the whole fucking truth.
Right.
Like, stop trying to pick one side and tell this shit to spin our people into Biden. My point is, though, he might just be somebody that's well-connected and got a bunch of money and influence, but he not all the way with them yet. He like a dude that, you know how you take a block and everybody like, who he with? And you like, he by his fucking self.
Yeah.
He a free agent. And then they like that you got pulled because you strong, but you not with them.
Right.
So they kind of like, he ain't with us.
Yeah, we'll let you get in here, get comfortable, relax yourself, and then we'll knock you off.
Yeah. Or they like, can we discredit him? Can we get him hit? Can we surveil him? They've done this. The Obama administration was surveilling the Trump Tower since 2015 when he was, and this is not me making this up. This is proven.
Yeah.
So it's like, he rich, and he would be one of us, but he not gonna kiss the ring. Like me. These people that show up that randomly are like, yo, I want you on my podcast. Famous people.
Yeah.
The Isaiah Washingtons, yo, I want to help. The other actor, these people, and they see I'm not gonna kiss the ring, they all be Democrats, right? They randomly show up, they act like they won't hook me up, they put me on a podcast. After a while, they invite me to shit, and they see I'm not gonna fuck with shit, then they stop fucking with me.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe we was trying to turn him, and he not gonna turn, and he actually stronger on his own. I don't need your fucking work. I got my own work and my own plug, and this my corner.
Right.
In the middle of y'all shit. I built this. So it's either that or he actually is in a pocket. And when you start seeing him do touching the wall shit, I can see a case for that.
Yeah.
I can see a case for they like, nah, this is what we want. And we've supplied a hero and we made the story look right.
Right.
It's only one of them two. But the assassination component made me more lean into, nah, they just don't want him because we're not going to be able to control him. This is historically what the American government and the deep state has done. This ain't new. This is what they did to Saddam. They carved that country out of nowhere, gave it to Saddam, and then he stopped fucking doing what they told him to do, and they blew his fucking top or hung him.
They're shaping it up now with Iran, where they like, Iran is 2 weeks away from having nuclear weapons. Like, how could y'all know that unless y'all are right the fuck there in the kitchen with them, cooking this shit up?
And then the argument is always like, it's always nations that don't want a IMF or a Federal Reserve Bank in a situation. North Korea. Nah, we good. We just kind of want to do our own thing. Now, some of them, over time, they get in there, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, it just, to me, just looks like, if he on the outside, yeah, I can see it. Now, to the people talking about like Plies, that's like, oh, this, they set this up. It's like,
don't forget
like,
Amanda Seales.
Amanda Seales. It's
She doubled down on it. She walked it back and then came back and with charts and was like, no, because if you look, the wind trajectory, she turned into...
Amanda Seales don't know what the fuck she talking about. Amanda Seales, and I tried. Like, I like some of the points that she made on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
And I even followed her for a while. And I was like, you know what? I believe some of what the sister talking about as it relates to like not wanting to give certain people voices. I'm not an extreme right or extreme left person. I'm a balanced in between libertarian.
And she's smart as a whip. It's just that her political knowledge base is just fucked. Like,
she's smart African American studies. Like, I would not argue her about the historical way that black people have been treated in America based on what happened, and you can't change that. Chattel slavery existed, right? But her so left leaning, like, she doesn't know enough about the Middle Eastern conflict. She just chose Palestine. She couldn't. My homegirl that has a podcast called Black and Jewish, lives in Israel. She was there on October the 7th. That girl went to school, seminary school. She lives in Israel. She knows more about fucking the Middle Eastern conflicts than Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is just fucking popular, more popular. But it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about with Hamas. You don't, right? You just don't. From a tactical perspective, people that are saying these things, like when she said, I know what gunshots sound like in Harlem. You don't even know what fucking sound signature means. You, like, handguns, you use a handgun to get to your rifle. You don't know what the fucking speed and distance and 150 yards and like, you don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Yeah, on the show that you and Nick did together, he made the point that, you know, he's a Army Ranger, sniper, executive protection, the whole nine. He's like, the sound that people heard was the bullets cracking the sound barrier. And this is what I'm saying. Like, people just ain't qualified and they got a microphone. And I blame the internet. I blame most of y'all motherfucking parents. I blame, like, don't get me wrong. I love podcasts. I love them. Yeah.
Some people on these podcasts shouldn't be talking.
That's a fact.
Like, Plies, shut the fuck up. like seriously, like, bro, like, shut the fuck up, Plies. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I trained with some of the best shooters in the fucking world. They are my friends that I can call and say, where's the bullshit in this? And they'll give me a detail, like Nick. Nick has more confirmed sniper kills than anybody in American history.
That's a fact.
That's who I'm talking to about this.
Yeah.
And hey, bro, and I'm gonna ask, come on, bro, for real, is there a way? Bro, I've been to Afghanistan, Iran. I worked with Secret Service, meaning him.
Yeah.
No, this doesn't happen. Anybody like Amanda Seales or Plies that's saying whatever the fuck they saying, shut the fuck up. I got another sniper on deck. That's my guy Buck. He's a sniper extraordinaire. He about to give me more breakdown as more information's coming out. And it's like the conversation about, oh, well, he turned his ear because he did this whole thing as a setup for attention. he don't fucking need attention.
Right.
He's already the front runner.
He was already a 70-30 victor before all of this.
And the Biden administration is so horrible that it's like droves of black men going, listen, bro, I don't care what y'all gonna say about me at this point. I got to go Trump this go around.
Because the other side is playing in my face so bad that I gotta do something, because if I vote for RFK, that's a no vote.
No, but listen, here go my argument with that, right? I think you should vote if you think RFK is more in alignment, but I want to be clear. RFK is anti-gun. Fuck that campaign ad that he put out saying, I'm not going to take anybody's guns. The fact that you're not saying the president is not allowed to even attempt to take somebody's guns, you just saying it because you're not going to get more people right of center if you don't say this.
Exactly.
Right? RFK is a climate change dude that would tax corporations tremendously for not going along with this fake-ass climate change agenda. And yes, I'm calling it. It's this fucking fake. Guys, Ellis Island, where the Statue of Liberty is, has a water level. That shit been here since it was made. If climate change was that real, how come the fucking water level at Ellis Island hasn't went the fuck up? Like, at a certain point, we just got to use common sense about certain shit. This is a taxation scheme, right? Yeah. My point in saying all of this is RFK Jr. is the climate change dude that got it 100% right on this COVID overreach. He got that shit right. His book, The Real Anthony Fauci, is an amazing book that everybody should read, right? But I don't care who you vote for. If you the only person that vote for RFK or vote for Chase Oliver or vote for Jill Stein or vote for Cornel West, who I just sat down with last week, if that person is in alignment with your values, vote for them. Don't go, oh, it's a throwaway vote. No, it's not. You align with his or her politic, vote for them.
I like that you said that. That's great.
That's how voting goes.
Yeah.
So like this whole like, you know, data, he was trying to get a boost in popularity, and if he was really shot, bro, the fact that he turned at that exact moment, I don't care what you want to call it, his face would have been jelly.
Yeah.
It's no argument about it.
Him turning was a form of divine intervention.
To a certain extent. And I'm not one of them motherfuckers be like, oh, Trump is ordained by God.
Yeah, I don't think that, but I'm just thinking like for whatever reason, something in him said, turn your head.
When a motherfucker tried to kill me in North Philly and I didn't get shot and they was in between the two cars and was shooting at me from that little ass block, something protected me. That's it. That don't mean Maj just fucking Neo from the fucking Matrix. That's not what it means.
That means on that night, in that instance, you were protected for whatever reason.
Wasn't your time yet, bro.
Yeah.
And so this argument that these people are saying that don't know what the fuck they talking about, I'm just challenging the listeners and the viewers to just be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Or present evidence. I know what I'm talking about, but I went and got someone that has more lived experience as a sniper and all of these things than anybody that you could possibly find.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so those people that say that, I just want the viewers to just like, yo, like, just because Plies made that song with T-Pain back in the day, like his musical prowess does not translate into political intelligence.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. And stop listening to these fucking people. Where in the fucking white community is a fucking rapper being heralded as a political scientist?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I think it was Malcolm X that said that.
Yeah.
I was taking the trumpet player.
Lena Horne. These are trumpeters, comedians, entertainers. No. And I'm not saying that, you know, as a Kid Rock doesn't get an opinion to say he loves Trump. Everybody gets the right to say an opinion. But you're not hearing, bro, the people are fucking retarded right now. And I want you to not be retarded right now.
Yeah.
As a voice of reason, as a libertarian, I'm just telling y'all, both sides is capping y'all up. Yeah. I'm in the middle in this island going, hey, y'all, just come to this island in the middle called common sense.
Right.
And just evaluate shit. Sometimes we're going to go to the left with it. Sometimes we're going to go to the right with it. Every time we're going to go in a different direction, but it's got to be based on logic, objective thinking, and like common sense. And I don't mean like common sense gun control. I mean like, hey, are the general public's rights going to be respected and protected here?
Right.
You know, and so but this whole like, this is the biggest example of people talking out of their fucking lane. And they doubling down on it. And it's really an insult to the general public's intelligence.
If Donald Trump gets JFK'd on that stage, what happens to America? What happens in America?
A lot of these anti-gun people will be lunch food, like lunch meat and dog food. They're going to get ate. Like, right now, there's 300 million guns in America that we know of. Mm-hmm. Gun owners are not the problem. But if you do shit like that, to that point, we was like this close to a civil war.
Yeah.
You know, which is another part of me, you know, as a chessboard. Zbigniew Brzezinski has a great book called The Grand Chessboard. He's dead now. He's a really, really devious and evil motherfucker, right? But you should read his books.
Yeah, yeah.
It's called The Grand Chessboard?
The Grand Chessboard by Zbigniew Brzezinski.
Mm-hmm. You write that down.
On a chessboard, maybe that's a part of the play. And I try to maybe on the chessboard without making it seem like the deep state or whatever term we got for them, Illuminati, whatever, like they too above, like they super perfect. Because, you know, all bullies and tyrants fall, right? Mm-hmm. But like maybe that's part of the plan. Let's create this, you know, because they have to try to kill him again. It's a long time before November.
Yeah, it's early in the
early in the game. They shot early.
Yeah.
Let's try to shoot him early. Butler, PA. No one's gonna fucking.
What is it with the like with the Democratic Party? They're doing everything early, like in record time, like the earliest debate, the earliest assassination. Not saying that they did it. I don't.
They did that shit.
Like the earliest assassination and shit was like they ahead of schedule
because they need to have time to convince you that to now switch to. We ran all the money plays that we could run off of Biden. We can't get him again. He's not going to beat Trump. And we already fucked the economy up. We got to start everything early to convince people to change the argument around Biden to convince people to accept that this is going to be our new nominee. Listen, we tried with Biden, but unfortunately his health, da-da-da-da-da. They need to do that early to convince people through PR marketing and ad runs to believe that this new guy should be the person that you should get behind. Gavin Newsome is the person you should get behind.
Right.
I'm telling every hood across America, whoever it is, it's all part of the game. It's cap. Do not vote for them. If they switch him out, no, y'all said he was good. For the last 2 years, y'all said he good, he good, he good. That's your man. Y'all gave him the nominee. Ride him out.
Yeah.
That's your man. If they lied to y'all this way, vote for Trump. And I'm saying that as a libertarian.
Right.
Or vote for who you want. But I'm just saying, if you want to really, they playing in your face.
It is kind of wild because we really could have not done any of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we could have legitimately just been from the jump, like going with Newsome, going with this person. But it's like, we here now.
Right.
You almost do have, like if I feel 100% what you're saying. If you remove Biden and replace him now, it's kind of just like, yeah, we just fucking with you.
Yeah,
we just on bullshit.
And if they on bullshit like that, do the exact opposite of what they tell. If they telling you, they told you Biden was good for Black America. That's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
They told you Biden was in this administration was good for the economy. That's a lie. They told you that he created however many 10, 5, whatever the number is, million jobs. No, you closed, the economy was closed, and then people got jobs again, and y'all counting that as new jobs, and it's not new jobs.
It's the same fucking jobs.
They're playing this game in front of our face, so they lied, or they being manipulative at best.
They
right?
definitely doing shady accounting.
So if they doing that, why would you listen to them? Like, and then they saying Trump is the worst thing ever. All right, cool. Let's look at everybody evaluate what was in your wallet and your pocket when Trump, even if you just associate it with, and again, I believe he overspent.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's look at your pocket and your wallet during the time when Donnie T was in there.
Yeah.
You know your wallet and your pocket better than me.